Good afternoon. I'm Jim with Built the Hard Way. There's going to be some videos coming that explain why I chose Built the Hard Way, but that's not what we're talking about today. I am pretty excited. People said, get a mic, so I got a mic. People said, get a tripod, so I got a tripod. Um, so I hope you like it. I wanted to talk to you about some ammo. I also wanted to talk a little trash, which is what I'm pretty good at. I am not a Navy SEAL, ex-Navy SEAL. I am not a Delta Force professional. Just a plain old dude who grew up shooting. I enjoy shooting. My kids will go shoot with me. I don't like paying a lot for things. That goes for my ammo or how I store my ammo, which is what we're going to talk about today. But I do believe in taking care of what you spend your hard-earned money on. So let's talk about some ammo. Then we'll talk a little trash. I am a big fan of these plastic and or metal ammo cans. I get these things at Harbor Freight. You can get them at Bass Pro. You can get them at Amazon. But I enjoy it. I do like being organized. And normally what I do is I will empty the boxes of ammo in the ammo can. As you can see here, I'll cut the top out of the box so I know what I got. In this box, we've got some 5.56 75 grain Oattail hollow points. And this is what everybody talks about. And everybody loves putting videos out there. And I appreciate the videos, which is what I'm doing. I'm putting out a video. Get you some silica packs. I get them on Amazon. You can get these things for 20 bucks. When they absorb moisture, you can cook them in the microwave or the oven. But I like more about being organized. I like seeing what I have in the can. Here's one. It's got 300 blackout in it. Another dry pack. And the reason I like getting it out of the boxes is look at the boxes. This is just one that has a few rounds left in it where I was trying these out. This is some AAC ammo I was working with. But it's been in there for a month. The edges are already starting to round. It's not as dry as it was when I got it. So that's what I do. I put it in the box. I like putting all the rounds in the box. It doesn't matter if it's 5.56 blackout. It doesn't matter. I do this with my 22s. I really like the 22s because we shoot at a place we call the mini farm. So when I go out to the mini farm, I have to take everything with me. So when I leave the house, I've got a 22 rifle. I've got other guns. I've got ammo. I've got snacks. You got to have snacks. You can't do anything without snacks, in my opinion. That's what makes you a better person. Snacks. But I'm loading everything in the truck, and the ammo cans help me stay organized. They tell me what's in the can. And I'll say this. I do work in the security industry, but it's physical security. It's things like cameras and alarms and stuff like that. I've been doing that a long time. So I am by no means a professional when it comes to combat situations and or home invasion situations. But I know if I need to grab something in a hurry, it's going to need to be in a container. So this will be a good time to throw out. I stood up a website. It's called builtthehardway.co. We could not afford the M for the .com. The .com cost more than what I paid for this bash tracker. And I just wanted to see if I could stand up a website. I wanted to have a central depository for information. Like we're talking about ammo storage and silica packs. So I'll put a blog together so I have a centralized place that if you get bored on a Sunday afternoon and you want to go look and read some of the statistics that I put up or get some additional information, actually it's in a place. So that's why I do the website. And again, I just want to see if I could do it. I've learned a lot and it's been a lot of fun. But so we were talking about grabbing things in a hurry. If you've got to grab something in a hurry, it needs to be in a container. Some information that I do share on the website is what happens when you're under stress. If you are under stress and you are trying to get rounds out of a box, more than likely it's not going to happen. And more than likely, if you have multiple calibers and multiple boxes in multiple places, you're going to grab the wrong stuff. You're going to be trying to shove a 380 and a 9, or a 22 and a 22 Magnum, or a 5.56 and a 300 Blackout. I'll also say I'm a huge fan of labeling magazines. You can get these on Amazon as well. I label my 300 Blackout magazines because in low light situations, if you're under stress, you're going to need all the help you can get. But anyway, so grabbing the ammo, it's just easier. Grab and go. If a lot of folks talk about bugging out, well, I guess if you got to bug out, you can easily grab your ammo and take you with it. Not a whole lot to talk about other than organization and letting your freedom seeds breathe, and keeping them dry. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about as far as storage. But now let's talk a little trash. I do have teenagers. One of those teenagers is a girl. I have been married for a long time. And over the years, I have learned about girl math. Girl math is a funny thing. If you give your daughter $100 and she spends 50, you never see the 50. But if she sees something at Sephora or Ulta Beauty or one of these places and she buys that, it doesn't count because she already had the $50. She didn't have to ask for the $50. So in my house, we call that girl math. Well, all the ladies out there, if you have a husband that enjoys shooting, now's the time when you can actually end the video, because we're going to talk about boy math. One thing I like about boy math is, gentlemen, not only have we discussed the benefits of keeping your ammo dry and being organized and nicely labeled, that's great. But I guarantee you, if I put a survey out on YouTube right now and said, tell me how many rounds are in this box, nobody's going to. It's like guessing the jelly beans when you were a kid in the jar. Your wife, husband, significant other, friend cannot tell you if there are 200, 300, 400, 500, they may get close, rounds in that box. So here's a little boy math, or man math. That's a better term. Let's call it man math. When you buy ammo, a lot of times there are price tags on the box. And if you want to get audited by your significant other, roll into the house with 15 or 20 boxes of ammo that have 10 or 20 or $30 on it. It's much like being audited by the IRS when you have fudged something on your taxes. So, man math. 200 looks like 300, 300 looks like 500, 500 looks like 700. You can use that. You can do that under the cover of organization, but really, it helps hide how many rounds you actually have in your bucket. So if you are catching a deal like I do, go ahead and order the extra rounds. Hide it in your bucket. All right, let's wrap this up. We have talked enough about ammo and man math, but let's review. Look for ammo sales. There are plenty of sites that will help you find the best deal on ammo. I recommend not buying any ammo unless it's on sale. Markup on ammunition is almost as high as the markup on alcohol. It is crazy. Look for the sales. Get that said ammo to the house. Get it out of the boxes. Get it in containers, plastic, metal, your choice, depending on your space. They all stack the same. I recommend getting the same containers so they stack evenly. Get you some silica packs. Keep the ammunition dry. Gentlemen, work on your man math. That's a skill that you will master, much like your teenage daughter has mastered. More importantly, spend time. A lot of why I buy the ammunition and a lot of why I do go shooting is I can stop by and get one of these fancy nutrition drinks, load my teenagers up, drive out to the mini farm, and spend the day with them. That matters more than anything. Enjoy your people, enjoy the outdoors, and thank you for tuning in. My video, I get to end it how I want. Dad dap, boom!